Hi Professor, my name is Guillermo Costales. I am in Group 8. Today I'm going to talk about conditionals, zero and first. So first of all, what are conditionals? Conditionals are part of the English grammar that describe what might happen in the present and future and what could have been in the past. The zero conditional. The zero conditional is structured of if plus present simple and present simple. This type of conditional is used for truths and facts, such as if you heat water to 100 degrees, it boils, or if you disturb a cat, it scurries away, or if sharks swim in the water, it's dangerous. Questions would include, if you go to Boston in the winter, does it snow? If I place my hand on the stove, will I get burned? If Ecuador is on the equator, does it have a warm climate? The first conditional, on the other hand, is used for possibilities in the present and future. Its structure includes if plus present simple plus will plus infinitive. Examples: if it rains tomorrow, you will drive me to school. If there is an earthquake, we will be prepared. If someone asks, I will not attend the meeting. Questions: if there is time, will we get ice cream? If it rains, will we stay home? If I get sick, will I get to stay home? Thank you very much for your undivided attention.
Hello, teacher. My name is Cassandra Armijos, and the topic I am going to present is the second conditional in the 13th conditional. Second conditional. It is used to talk about hypothetical situations in the present or future that are unlikely or imaginary. Structure: if plus past simple, bold, plus base verb. Example: if I won the lottery, I will travel around the world. This unlikely, but I imagine that possibility. More examples: if I study more, I will pass the exam. If I have more time, go learn French. Second condition: if I have a lot of money, consequence: I will buy a big house Toronto. If a poker Herman, consequence: I could work the Germany. If I were pretty, consequence: I would be a supermodel. Use to talk about hypothetical or imaginary situation in the present of the future and its consequence. 30 conditional. It used to talk about hypothetical situations in the past, things that did not happen, but we are imagining who they could have been. Structure: if plus past perfect or have plus past participle. Example: if I had studied more, I would have passed the exam. But I didn't study again and I did pass. More examples: if we had left early, we would have missed the train. If I should have told me, I would have had here. 13 condition. I didn't study hard, so I didn't pass the test. Consequence: if I had studied hard, I would have passed the test. I didn't work up early, so I missed the bus. Consequence. I had working up early, I would have missing the bus. I worked my leg so I could travel with my friends. Consequence. If I hadn't worked my leg, I could have traveled with my friends. Use. To talk about some hypothetical past situation and its consequence. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Damaris Elizalde and today I am going to talk about Introduction to Modal Verbs. First, what are modal verbs? Modal verbs are auxiliary verbs that modify the meaning of a main verb, expressing ideas such as possibility, obligation, permission, etc. They are crucial to English grammar and are not conjugate with grammatical persons. Main characteristics of modal verbs. They don't conjugate, they don't change form depending on the subject, I, you, he, she, etc. They don't have an infinitive. There is no to can, to should. They don't have a gerund. There is no canning, shoulding. They don't have a past participle. There is no caned, shouldered. They are always followed by an infinitive verb. For example, I can go, not I can't go. Modal verbs and their uses. Some of the most commonly used modal verbs are can, expresses ability, permission, or possibility. For example, I can swim. Can I borrow your pen? It can rain. Could expresses possibility, past ability, is the past tense of the verb can. For example, I could play the piano. Could you help me? May expresses possibility, permission, or probability. For example, it may snow. May I go out? He may pass the exam. Might expresses possibility or probability less than may. For example, it might rain. Must expresses obligation or necessity. For example, you must wear a helmet when riding a bike. Should expresses obligation or advice. For example, you should study more. Will express the future or affirmate. For example, I will go to the store. Good expresses the past tense of will, possibility, or condition. For example, I would like a cup of coffee. We would have helped me. That's all from me. Now it's my partner's turn.
Good morning, my name is Jorge Llanes. I am going to talk about the structure of modal verbs. What are modal verbs? They are auxiliary verbs used with a main verb to express ability, permission, possibility, necessity, obligation, etc. The most common are can, call, might, might, shall, should, will, and must. Continue. Affirmative sentences. Definition. We use modal verbs to affirm, sometimes necessary of certain. Structure. Subject, further, modal verbs. Further means verbs in base for. For example, I can win no puedo nadar. She should study, ella debería estudiar. They will travel tomorrow, ellos viajarán mañana. Continuo. Negative sentences. Definition. We always know after the modal verbs to then, sometime, provision or impossibility. Structure. Subject, further, modal verbs, further, noun, further, means verbs, is, means for. For example, I can swim, no puedo nadar. She should know, should study now, ella no debería estudiar. Ahora, they will not won't travel tomorrow, ellos no viajarán mañana. Interrogative sentences. Definition. We put the modal verbs at the beginning to ask questions helps us ask for permission after helps of us about possibilities. Structure. Modal verbs further subject. Further means verbs in means for. For example, can you win? Puedes nadar. Should she study? Debería ella estudiar. We travel tomorrow. Ellos viajarán ellos mañana. Thank you very much for your attention.